Are you wondering if you need to do skin cycling? I know this is like a big thing. It is actually a methodology, and I'm here to tell you a couple of things. One is if you need to do it, and I'll tell you why you need to do it. And do you need to do it with Eminence? That's going to be the big questions to answer today. So first, what is skin cycling? Well, it's a method, as I mentioned, and it's definitely directed to anyone who is using conventional retinol. And the reason for that is because conventional retinol needs to be used in very specific ways, has its own rules to follow. The method is that you would do your retinol cycling through your night care routine, and you would do different things every night of the week. And they do it on a 4-night type of cycle. So on, like, let's say example, night 1, you would decide to select your exfoliating treatment. So you do an exfoliation on night 1. Night 2 is that you would go and then do your active. So that's when you might land onto your conventional retinol. Pause on that thought. Then on the third night and the fourth night, it's really about the recovery and the moisturizing of the skin. And then the method is, then you would start that entire cycle over again for the next 4. Well, that's if you use or have conventional retinol. Eminence does not use conventional retinol in any of our products. So the answer to that question, with Eminence, you do not need to do skin cycling. So that's where that is. And before I go and tell you how you can incorporate an alternative to retinol with Eminence and how you can be using it in your night routine every night, don't forget to hit that subscription. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. So first, as you heard me say, no conventional retinol with Eminence. So what is our alternative? Is that we have our amazing bakuchiol ingredient that you can use instead, and that is incorporated in our wonderful bakuchiol and niacinamide moisturizer. So as I mentioned, you don't need to do any skin cycling with this product. You can actually use it every single night of the week if you like. So what I want to share is just a couple of little extra upgrades you can add to using to your bakuchiol niacinamide moisturizer every night. So what I have in front of me, just some ideas, and I'm going to go on the 4-night cycle to kind of keep it in the spirit of what I shared with you earlier, is that here is our beautiful bakuchiol niacinamide moisturizer. So if you are seeing those visible signs of aging, like fine lines and wrinkles, this is going to be an amazing moisturizer for you. And it is the star of the show today. So we will be using this in every single night of the week. And what can you do to upgrade every night of the week? So the first is you can double up. You can use your bamboo firming fluid, which has a retinol alternative in it as well. Different kind of form, more hydrating format. And then you would follow with your bakuchiol niacinamide moisturizer. Night 2, for the sake of it, is you can plump everything up by using a water magnet with like hyaluronic acid. So we have our strawberry rhubarb hyaluronic serum that you would apply first and then follow with your bakuchiol niacinamide moisturizer. Night 3, you can plump everything up again, an extra dose of moisturizing hydration and some antioxidants with our rosehip triple C and E firming oil. Now I love facial oils because you can play with them in a different way. So you could do the facial oil first, then the moisturizer, or you can do the moisturizer and then press and pat on the facial oil afterwards to give you really gorgeous glow and dewy finish and really add that extra power of moisturizer you need at night. So that would be another great combination. And in case you aren't familiar, we have a microbiome, and this is a really important thing for us to be taking care of in our management of skin all the time. So I brought in our kombucha microbiome leave-on mask. As it says, it's a leave-on mask, and that you can put together as a perfect partnership with the bakuchiol niacinamide moisturizer. So how would you use this? Because it is an interesting product. I would do the leave-on mask first and then press and pat this one in like on one of the nights, and then you can reverse it on another time. So this gives you a chance to incorporate a treatment or care for your microbiome as well as giving you more of an age management and to help minimize the visible appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So we have here an alternative for you to be using, and to remembering that Eminence doesn't use conventional retinol. So we have our alternative to retinol, which is the bakuchiol, and can easily be incorporated into your routine. To learn more about the amazing bakuchiol and niacinamide products, go check out this video.